Mr Speaker.
The Honourable Nathan Guy.
Mr Speaker, I move that the Statutes Amendment Bill be now read a first time. Mr Speaker, at the appropriate time, I intend to move that the Statutes Amendment Bill be referred to the Government Administration Committee and that the committee present its final report on the bill on or before the 1st of April 2010. As the House will be aware, the Statute Amendment Bill is useful for making minor, technical and non-controversial amendments to a number of acts. It allows amendments to be made that would not usually receive sufficient priority to be progressed. This is achieved with the support of all parties in Parliament. In 2008, a Statutes Amendment Bill was developed but never introduced, as an agreement from all parties on the proposals was not reached before the general election. The 2009 Statutes Amendment Bill includes amendments that were submitted in 2008, as well as a new set of proposals. These were originally two separate bills, Mr Speaker, but it was decided that it would be a better use of House time to combine all the proposals into one bill. This means that this year's Statutes Amendment Bill is indeed a large one. As introduced, it amends 47 acts administered by 15 different departments. Can I please now give the House some examples of these proposed amendments? The amendment of the Births, Deaths, Marriages and Relationship Registration Act 1995 replaces references to the birth record and the birth register with references to birth information for consistency with other provisions of the Act. Another amendment to that Act provides that birth certificate need not be signed by a parent who is overseas if the parent cannot be contacted within a period of time that is reasonable in the circumstances. Can I also make a comment about the amendment to the Flags, Emblems and Names Protection Act 1981 that amends Section 23 by adding the name New Zealand Food Safety Authority and the abbreviation of NZFSA to prohibit unauthorised use of that name or that abbreviation. An important point there. The amendment to the New Zealand Institute of Chartered Accountants Act 1996 changes all references to the Institute of Chartered Accountants of New Zealand to the New Zealand Institute of Chartered Accountants in order to reflect the change that the Institute has made to its name. The amendment to the Trans-Tasman Mutual Recognition Act 1997 amends Schedule 1 to correct an error relating to the year of the Plant Variety Rights Act 1987, which currently is incorrectly stated as 1981. An amendment to the Social Security Act 1964 amends Section 73 to remove outdated references to a former jurisdiction of the Māori Land Court to confer entitlements to the relatives of a deceased out of a deceased estate. An amendment to the Misuse of Drugs Act 1975 amends Section 31 by omitting references to registered post as a means of delivery and substituting a requirement that the delivery use is a traceable system. This change is made because registered post is no longer available, but the item to be delivered still needs to be traceable. Mr Speaker, I believe there that I've traversed a whole range of some of the important parts of the Statute Amendment Bill. There are a whole lot of others, and I'm sure other members across the House will make a very valuable contribution to what is a very important Statutes Amendment Bill. And it's a way of advancing technical yet important amendments. Mr Speaker, I commend this bill to the House.
Members, the question